they disappear, right? That's usually what happened, but not in Doom. The corpses stay on the ground. You could even leave the room, come back, and they're still there. I didn't even know programming that was even possible. It's handy, too. Whenever I get lost, I just look for the trail of dead bodies to see where I've been. It's easy to get lost, as the mazes get more complex as you go on. Sometimes you almost have to play with the map screen on, which is kind of funny, because now you're just an arrow. Kind of feels like you're controlling the spaceship and asteroids. By the way, you could even hump the walls. Oh, and those weapons. Man, those weapons. It feels triumphant when you pick up a chain gun, or a plasma gun, or a chainsaw. There's nothing more vicious and foul than when you're grinding away at a demon's face. Oh, damn! Just think, since Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the idea of chainsaws being depicted as weapons was a pretty savage concept. I had never seen it done in a game in such an epic, bloody way. And then there's the BF fucking G. Yes, the big fucking gun. Don't give me that Bioforce gun bullshit. It's the big fucking gun. And if you run out of ammo, your last resort is your fists. Man, who goes around punching demons in the face? That's gotta take some serious shit, man. Oh, and wait till you get berserk. Now you can punch so hard, some of the demons explode. You don't want to fuck with this guy. Yeah!
Why this soap brand was created for men. Jack Haldrup founded Dr. Squatch in 2013. Jack suffered from psoriasis.
The music. Dude, it doesn't mess around. It just rocks your balls off with the soundtrack by Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Alice in Chains, AC/DC, and more. Oh wait, those bands didn't actually sign off? You can call them sound-alikes or inspired by, but damn, some are identical. Just listen to the comparisons on YouTube. Either way, I'm not complaining because metal and doom go together better than coffee and cream. I've already said this game can be scary, but when you get to the later levels, it gets flat out traumatizing. As a kid, playing this all alone in your room late at night freaks you out. The walls are covered in flesh and blood, there's faces popping out everywhere. This place is bad news. It's as if you're descending deeper and deeper into hell. Look at that. They said it best in John Carpenter's The Thing. You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's a guy crucified with statues barfing blood. There's a beating heart. I just need to ask, how did this place get this way? So, great game. But here's where we talk about all the bad parts. So, what are some of the things that are wrong with this game? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's the fucking best. That's all there is to it. And if one awesome game wasn't enough, well then came Doom 2. Man, Doom 2's got everything. Even has a famous Easter egg. While facing the final boss, the Icon of Sin, you go through the wall and find a head on a spike, which is designer-programmer John Romero. The legacy of Doom can barely be charted, as it's influenced too many games to count. It's been the subject of several mods, like Mario Doom, Batman Doom, Seinfeld Doom, and there's a ton more weird mods out there. And still, Doom holds up. Whereas many other 3D games from this era become dated. Remember Zero Tolerance on Genesis? No? Well, good. But Doom, we can't forget. When we inhabit Mars, we'll still be playing Doom. Oh, I gotta play it. I gotta play it! Come on. That WAD file's gotta load. Load that WAD! Don't jerk me around! Fucking Doom! I gotta play Doom! 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 I must play Doom! Doom! I gotta play Doom! Doom! soul to play some Doom! It's speaking backwards. I know. It's that devil shit. Can you repeat that, please?
You wish to play Doom? I can make that happen.
You can help me to play Doom?
How much are you willing to suffer for it?
What do you mean? What's the deal? And do you have to keep speaking backwards?
Actually, that would be a lot easier, so that I don't have to think of all my sentences in reverse.
Okay, good.
Anyway, you want to play Doom, right?
Yeah, I want to play Doom. What do I have to do?
You shall live your life playing crappy games.
Fine. I already do that. And they're not crappy games, they're shitty games. Come on, you're the devil.
Do you accept these terms?
Yeah, whatever. Give me Doom!
You shall have your Doom.
You son of a bitch. That's pretty good. Fuck. Well, this is Doom on Super Nintendo. What can you say? Just look at it. Doom Guy needs to see an eye doctor. It's so pixelated, it's practically a mosaic. The graphics are real dark, too, but not in a creepy atmospheric kind of way, like a murky, ugly kind of way. Enemies can't turn around. They're like cardboard cutouts. They have no back. But on the other hand, the music is great. The control is also very smooth. Strafing with L and R works real well. The only drawback is that you can't turn around as fast as you could with a mouse. You have to give it credit because it's a 16-bit console. They made Doom work well under the circumstances. It even has an online multiplayer feature using the X-Band modem. That was definitely ahead of its time. This is a good port, but it's nowhere near as good as the PC version. Okay, you got me. Can I play the real Doom now?
Oh, you're not satisfied? Try this.
Doom on Sega 32X. Now, this has got to be better. It's 32-bit. That's twice the bits as Super Nintendo. Oh god. Well, the resolution is an improvement, but not as good as the PC. It still looks pretty murky and pixelated. But the music? What's going on? Did we go backwards in technology? Sounds like somebody shoved a harmonica up their ass and farted through it. This is a downgrade from the Super Nintendo version. You can compare them side by side and see the level designs are actually missing certain things, like this hole. Where'd the hole go? Turning around is still a chore, and 3 buttons on the Genesis just doesn't cut it. You gotta get the 6-button controller. Not to mention, it has 15 levels compared to the 22 levels on the Super Nintendo version. Alright, enough joking around. I want the real Doom.
Trust me, I have a version that'll be more to your liking.
PlayStation? Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. It has its own original title music, which sounds like the Danny Elfman Batman theme. I think that's cool, but hang on. Did they change all the music? All the Pantera and Slayer stuff is gone, replaced by some droning atmospheric music. Which is still cool, I guess. It's creepier. Oh well, The graphics are superb, almost like the PC. They even added some color tinting to some of the rooms to help you distinguish where you're at. The controls are smooth. Everything operates fine. It even includes Doom 2, which is a big bonus. None of the other ports had Doom 2. So there's not much to complain about here. It's a near perfect port of Doom. But man, that music, it just doesn't feel complete without those rockin' tunes. So I have to pass on this one too. Come on, can you at least give me one version of Doom that checks all the boxes?
Try this one for size.
Okay, well, Doom on the Sega Saturn. I wish I could say it's better than the 32X. The graphics are a bit more crisp, but it's darker, and the controls are a little more laggy. It also has random slowdown every now and then. It could be a case where playing it on a CD is not as stable as on a cartridge. I don't know. Also, where's the music? It's the same atmospheric drone like the PlayStation. No Metallica, nothing. Did they get a cease and desist from Lars fucking Ulrich? That music ain't cutting it. You gotta give me a better Doom.
Oh, you don't like that music? Well, see how you like this.
Jaguar?
Are you still wearing enough layers to insulate Alaska? That's why you need the new and improved bearskin hoodie. The 6-pocket Polar Fleece tactical hoodie that blocks wind and regulates heat for incredible comfort, wherever you are. That's why we designed the bearskin hoodie with improved wind insulation technology on the waist, arms, and hood. Plus, an extended storm flap that runs the length of the front zip to block wind double time. Finally, a functional hoodie you can actually take outside. You're seeing this video because we want to offer you 60% off your bearskin hoodie today with free delivery. And you might not see this video again, so head over to stopbadhoodies.com to activate the 60% off deal. Because just like you, we hate carrying man bags, duffel bags, or messenger bags on top of our hoodies. That's why this hoodie has 9 pockets, with 6 secure zip pockets on the outside, and 3 super soft inner pockets too. With premium zipper attachments across the 2 front pockets, 2 arm pockets, and 2 extra pockets at the back. This is a hoodie you can take out in the wild, wear at home or in the office, or while climbing a glacier on your hands and knees. You see that material? It's called Polar Fleece. That's because it was handmade from real polar bears. Not really, but it's double napped and double brushed for an incredibly smooth finish that never wears away. And now that you can adjust the waist, sleeves, and hood, you can tailor the way it fits you while blocking the wind when you go outside. But hey, don't take it from us. Take it from some of our customers already wearing the bearskin hoodie. We use feedback from 50,000 men around the world to refine the design of the bearskin to be the world's best outdoor hoodie ever made. We've already sold out twice, delivering world-class comfort all over the world. Once you place that order, we'll ship it to your door for free. Our goal is to give you the perfect hoodie, so if you're not happy with your fit, we have a super easy returns process. Now that you know there's a better alternative, why not get a bearskin? So go to stopbadhoodies.com to activate 60% off with free delivery. The 60% off deal only lasts a short while, so make sure you choose your size today and reserve yours. Plus, we're already running low on stock. Head over to stopbadhoodies.com, choose your size, and click to buy. Shipping is free, so what are you waiting for? You won't regret this.
What's my spirit Halloween costume?
Oh, this has to be a joke. Listen to that. Hear that music? No, you don't. There is no music.
What is my spirit Halloween? What's my spirit Halloween costume? Top! Okay. What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? Okay, I'll take it. What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? Okay, I'll take it. What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? Okay, I'll take it. What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? Okay, I'll take it. What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? A dilf? Okay, I'll take it. What's my spirit Halloween costume? What? A dilf? Okay, I'll take it. What's my spirit Halloween costume? I actually won one this time. What's my spirit? 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 What's I have the fastest fingers in the South, and nobody can beat me with their eyes closed. Yeah! Oh! I am the fastest fingers. 0.3. Beat it now. And I had my eyes closed. Get out of here. I'm the fastest. I have the fastest fingers in the South, and nobody can beat me with their eyes closed. Yeah! Oh! I am the fastest fingers.
What happened was, we reached the moon. Got lost in space, I think we got out.
Daddy, help me! I'm just going to knock their brains out with a hammer.
Music. Okay, so you might remember that I've already brought this up in my Jaguar episode back in 2009. Doom. This is one of the best console ports of Doom that I've played. It comes as close to the PC version as it gets, but they had to ruin it with one thing. There's no music during the gameplay. Really? Was there any reason not to have music? But shortly after
you
that
might
episode,
remember that
I got a message from designer Sandy
Jaguar
Peterson
episode back in
explaining the
2009.
situation.
Doom.
I'll just summarize by saying it was a money issue. From what I was told, the contract with the composer meant having to pay him the same amount for the Jaguar version as the PC version, and clearly the Jaguar would sell far less copies. He ended by saying, "I know that's a shitty reason to leave out the music, but there you have it." Pretty awesome of him to respond, right? Otherwise, it's not a bad version of Doom. The controls are alright. It's the only version to have a custom keypad overlay. Sure, holding C to strafe is a bit clunky, and the map screen's a little weird. It's almost like playing an Atari game. Actually, I am playing an Atari game. Okay, that's it. Can you do any better? Or should I say, can you do any worse?
Eat this.
3DO? my God. Oh my God! The music! It's amazing! It's even better than the PC version. It's like they re-recorded the music with like a real guitar. Even includes some pinch harmonics. So there it is. The best Doom music. But as for the game, it's the fucking worst! The resolution and frame rate is terrible. The controls more laggy and more delayed than any of the other versions. You can shrink the screen to make it run a little smoother, but who wants that? The story goes that designer-programmer Rebecca Heinemann had only 10 weeks to rush the port through development. And I've heard she's real cool and has shared stories about its production. She even shared some behind-the-scenes photos of what? FMV scenes? This game was going to have FMV scenes? They actually filmed a bunch of crazy stuff with full Hollywood-level monster costumes. It looks awesome, but sadly, it didn't make it in because it was delivered 2 weeks before release, and there wasn't enough time to make the deadline. But one thing that did make it in, when you die, your head explodes. Wow! Let's see that again! It's the only version of Doom where your head explodes. Amazing. If only the rest of the game were any good. Okay, so let's rank the Doom ports. Graphics. I'd say the best is PlayStation and the worst is Super Nintendo. Music. I'd say the best is 3DO and the worst is Jaguar, because there is none. Control. The best is PlayStation and the worst is 3DO. If I were to give them names, I'd call them Poor Man's Doom, Silent Doom, Mosaic Doom, Almost Doom, Cow's Anus Doom, and Diluted Diarrhea Doom. They all have their pros and cons. This is like a pick your poison situation. And no, I didn't forget about Doom 64, because that's a completely different game. I call this one Blind Doom, because it's so dark you can't see shit. If only it was the 64th version of Doom.
Wait, what about Doom on Game Boy Advance?
Really? Doom on a handheld console? Do we really have to scrub the bottom of the shit bowl? Actually, this is half decent. For a handheld console, the resolution's similar to Super Nintendo, but it's brighter and easier to see what you're doing. It controls fine. Music and sound are good. Not as good as PC, obviously, but for a portable version of Doom on Game Boy Advance, it's not bad. Okay. There can't be any more of these. I'm done now, right?
Just hang in there. There's a few more.
Doom on the ZX Spectrum? Why would they port Doom on the ZX Spectrum? Why even bother? The graphics are what you'd expect, and the controls are so bad it's almost non-functional. Now you're really pulling my leg. Doom on NES? There's no way. Look at it. It's total garbage. At least it works with the NES Zapper. That's good, I guess. Doom on Game Boy? No. No. Ugh, this is below the bottom of the toilet. We're all the way into the sewage plant at this point. Doom on Virtual Boy? You know, I thought this would be a cool idea. To experience Doom in virtual reality, but this is way too soon. Not ready yet. Oh. Man, at least the blood is red, because everything's red. Doom on Atari 2600? Yes, somebody actually made this. Doom on Vectrix? Somebody actually got this to run? Oh, that's it. I can't take any more. No more Doom. No. It can't be. Doom on Tiger Electronic Handheld. This is fucked beyond belief. This is below human standards. This game is filth. This game puts the die in diarrhea. Who wants to play Doom on a Tiger handheld console? It can't get any worse. Oh God! It's worse! Doom on Warzone! Doom on a wristwatch! Doom on a flip phone? Doom on a calculator? That's right, Doom on a calculator. The crazy thing is, you think I'm making this up. It's actually real. I am playing Doom on a calculator. Doom on a Wawa order screen? You can play Doom while you're ordering mac and cheese. Doom on a gas pump? Fill up your car while blasting away demons. Don't smoke while you play it. Doom on the Dreamcast memory card screen, the VMU? I need to emphasize, not Doom on the actual Dreamcast, but on the memory card. Doom on the screen of your car? Well, that's dangerous. Doom on your thermostat? Doom on your VCR clock? Dig out your VCR for that one. Doom on your microwave? Good way to kill time while you're waiting for your food. Doom on the turkey thermometer? Doom on a pregnancy test? I'm not kidding here. For real. Somebody got this to work. Doom on the Odyssey? It's just a dot on the screen. But that overlay works nice.
My name is Rebecca. I live in the north of Nigeria. One evening I was out with my daughter, and on our way home we saw smoke rising above our village. We were under attack. There was nothing we could do to defend ourselves. My husband and I were married in that village. My wedding day, it was the happiest day of my life. Some members of our church gave us a wedding gift. It was a Bible. We read it together every day. And when our children were old enough, we read it to them and their friends. Let the little children come to me.
Let the little children come to me.
And do not forbid them.
And do not forbid them.
For such is the kingdom of heaven.
Such is the kingdom of heaven.
Matthew chapter 19.
Matthew chapter 19.
Verse 14.
Verse 14.
On the day our village burnt to the ground, my husband and my son were killed in the attack. I was devastated. I mourned for many months. Some of us were able to return to our village to reclaim anything that was left. Found a Bible. Parts of Genesis and Revelation were burnt, but the rest was mostly intact. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All flesh is like grass, and all its glory like a wild flower. The grass withers and the flower falls off, but the word of the Lord endures forever. I still use this Bible. It reminds me of God's faithfulness. Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return there. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. The Lord is a husband to all widows. I look to him for every need. This is what I am still holding on to.
But it is the only Doom port where you get to use a realistic gun. Doom the Water Arcade! Now we're past the limits of electronics. Doom the Etch-a-Sketch? Doom the Flip Book? Doom on a Rubik's Cube? Doom on Pogs? Fucking Pogs! And finally, Doom the Suppository. It's the only one with Doom 2, because it's number 2! Diarrhea dumped the Doom out! And by the way, I took 10 of them earlier! You wanna give me the Doom, you demonic devil dickhead? Well, I got some dookie Doom for you, fuckface! I'm gonna launch it out my ass through this sumbitch! This is the BFSG! Big fucking shit gun!
No, not that.
Bombs away, motherfucker! Here it comes! This way! Alright, where's the button? Where's that fucking button? Come on. Ah, here we go! Oh man! It's you.
Never mind the man behind the wall.
You're John Romero.
Yes, it was me all along.
You made fucking Doom.
Yes, and I've been waiting for you to review it. What took you so long, nerd? More than 200 episodes and you still haven't done Doom.
Are you telling me you've been behind my wall the entire time?
Yes, it's been interesting.
Okay, so look, you made me play all these Doom ports, you did all this weird stuff to the room, you're this decapitated head on a spike that's somehow alive, you're the great and powerful. Can you do just one thing? Can you get Doom to run on my Commodore 64?
No, I can't do that.
Nice place.
Thanks.
Did you know? Paying rent can now raise your credit scores instantly. Free with Experian.
Now rent can boost your credit scores instantly. Free with Experian Boost. Download the app now.
This is a video game. This is what you immediately think of whenever you hear the term.
It's the Atari 2600, and it defines the word classic. Even though the games are so simple and the graphics so primitive, it has a charm that will never be matched. The objects and characters just barely represent what they're supposed to be, but that's the whole beauty of it, that you have to use your imagination. The sound effects? Just awesome. And the lack of music just enhances the mood. It's that special kind of atmosphere when it's in the middle of the night and you're sitting in the glow of your TV with the sound of crickets. The Atari had the longest lifespan of any home video game system, and when people say Atari, they're usually referring to the 2600. But in between its existence, Atari made other systems which came and went, and one of these was the Atari 5200. It was meant to replace the 2600, although ironically, it failed and faded away while the 2600 lived on. Why don't many people remember this, and why did it die off so quick? Because it's a pile of fucking shit. Why? Well, just look at it. Look at how huge this beast is. It's ginormous. And why is there a door on it? Is this a video game console or a fucking closet? Even the AC adapter weighs 1,000,000 tons. So, I'm gonna plug this son of a bitch in here. There we go. Get all this shit out of the way. Now, where do I plug the other end in? Doesn't it go into the Atari? Well, you can look all over the system, but there's no power connector. There's a separate box that you have to plug it in. Now, seriously, have you ever seen one of these? Other than the Atari 5200, I haven't. So, you plug this bastard in, then there's this one wire coming out of the system, so you plug that into the box. Whoa, did you see that? That can't be good. Look, sparks. No joke. So anyway, the AC adapter and TV actually share the same wire. So I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, maybe they were thinking it'd be more convenient to have less wires running across your floor, but they knew that they fucked up because later they re-released the Atari 5200 with the traditional 2 separate wires instead of just, this thing. But that one had 2 controller ports instead of 4, I think. Now, we want to hook this thing up to that TV, but it's not going to be easy. I mean, just look at all these games, and every one of them has their own AC adapter and RCA cables, or those weird box things, all going into the same TV. So, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to get back there and plug this sucker in. That TV is just out of the question. It's a little too busy back there, but that's okay because I believe the only true way to play Atari is on an old piece of shit like that. Damn. Damn! Fuck! Son of a bitch. Now, after all that trouble I went through, let's play some damn games. Well, we haven't played the games yet, but I can definitely tell you the cartridges suck because they don't have end labels. I mean, come on! The Atari 2600 games were all conveniently labeled so you can easily pick out a game, but the 5200, you have to pull each one out to see them. I mean, what a bunch of shit. Alright, let's try this one out. So, okay, here we go. Now, listen, when you hit the power button, the box makes this weird clicking sound. I'm afraid this thing might blow up. This controller is a piece of shit. What's the most important aspect about any fucking game? Well, being able to fucking play it. And what do you need to fucking play it? A fucking controller. So what do you do when the controller doesn't work? You're fucked. This is the reason the system failed. This. In the name of God, heaven and hell, everything in between, every creature on earth, by the far reaches of the galaxy, by the inner rims of the universe, and every megaverse in the ultraverse, let it be known. Let the word be known. This controller is fucking horrible. Well, tell you the truth, it is true that the controllers were notorious for malfunction, but they were pretty innovative for their time. For one thing, they're analog, so they're capable of more sensitive movement. They also have a pause button, which, believe it or not, was a new thing back then. Also, there's these two buttons on each side, which I think was a bit excessive for these type of games. Then there's all these numeric buttons. Like, what the shit is this? Is this thing a phone? Like, what is all this for? Is it like talking to intergalactic space aliens, or flying fuckernauts or astro bastards? Now there's another one, the trackball controller, but it's an ungodly abomination that begs for apocalypse. Look at it. It's like as big as a VCR or DVD player. It's big enough to be the game system, let alone the controller. Look, it's almost as big as the Nintendo. I mean, no, look, I think it's slightly bigger than the Nintendo. What a beast! But the ultimate question is, does it work? Well, does it? No, it doesn't. What a piece of shit. Well, we can't play the games, but we could at least look at them. We don't have to stand for this shit. There exist alternatives. Did you know that you can plug a Sega Genesis controller into an Atari 2600 and it'll work? See, that's the interesting thing about Atari. You can find all kinds of different stuff that's compatible. As for the 5200, there exists third-party controllers made for the reason of replacing the shitty controller that the system came with. So, let's take a trip into the cyber world known as the internet and take a look. There we go. Alright. Okay, let's play this bitch. Fuck!
At the time, my schizophrenia delusions and hallucinations were full-blown. I thought people were out to get me. I thought most people were against me, including my parents. I knew I needed a change. I learned about injections as a treatment option and decided to give it a try. With my schizophrenia symptoms now under control, I finally gave up fighting against those who were trying to help me, and I began to see my parents as allies in my fight.
A once-monthly injection can help delay another episode. Could a change in treatment plan make the difference?
Ghostbusters. It was one of the most successful comedies of the 80s and one of the most popular franchises I remember as a kid. There was a sequel, a cartoon series that ran for 7 seasons, a huge amount of merchandise, and a line of action figures. You got the Firehouse, which was awesome. You got the Ecto-1. You got Slimer, the Marshmallow Man. Yeah, he's a little dirty, you know. The dog shoved him up his ass. You had all the Ghostbusters. Then they came out with versions that made facial expressions. Then there's this car that turns into some praying mantis or something. Then you had all these weird ones I don't even remember from the show. This one, I don't think... Oh, that's not mine. Get that the fuck out of here. And every kid on the block needed a proton pack, and even though it's plastic, in our minds, it's an unlicensed nuclear accelerator. Then you got the Ghost Trap, which doesn't work anymore because it's a piece of shit. Then you got the PKE meter, which always reads .03 and always shows a ghost. So, I just wanted to take you back to the 80s, when Ghostbusters and Nintendo were the best things in the world. Now, the Nintendo Entertainment System, I believe, needs no introduction. So, when we heard that a Ghostbusters game for Nintendo was coming out, we were so excited, we shit our pants. Literally, shit came out our asses and we rocketed through the roof. It was 2 of our favorite things coming together. Should have been like bread and butter, but more like dead skunk and dog shit. You pop this piece of crap in, expecting Ghostbusters, and what do you get? Well, Ghostbusters, got the logo there, looks promising enough, but are you willing to bet that it's going to get really bad once you start playing? Yeah, well, guess what? It gets bad as soon as you press the start button. The fuck was that? Ghostbusters! Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to criticize the game for its lack of voice clarity, but you hear how bad this sounds? Let this set the tone for the rest of the game. So here's the main screen. This is it. This is Ghostbusters on Nintendo. This is my wasted childhood you're looking at. I don't even need to comment. Just look at it. It's shits for the birds. Okay, we gotta come up with a game about Ghostbusters. What can we do? How about just have the Ghostbusters logo floating around playing tag with cute little yellow ghosts? So if you like Ghostbusters, it's right up your alley. More like up your ass. Now for music, you got the Ghostbusters theme song, which sounds like a decent 8-bit rendition, but there's one problem. It's the only song in the whole game, and it never, ever stops. It starts playing from the first screen all the way to the end of the game. It drones over you, makes your brain go numb, and then when it gets to the end of the song, it pauses for a second, then it loops again. So you better get used to it. But let me tell you, that 1 second when the music stops, it feels so satisfying to hear dead silence, even for just one brief moment, to put your mind at peace. So seriously, what am I doing? Why am I just a Ghostbusters logo floating around playing tag with ghosts? Well, from what I understand, the more ghosts that go into the Zool building in the center, the more the PKE energy goes up, I guess. And what happens when it goes up all the way? I don't know, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man appears or some shit like that. But I'm not here to try and figure out how the game works. I'm here to retell my experience as a gamer. Now, what am I trying to do? What is this white box that keeps appearing when I press the B button? Well, I'll explain later. So, here's what you're supposed to do. You need to find which buildings have ghosts in them, and they vary at any point in the game. So you need to go around the city, and when you touch certain buildings, they blink red, and that means that there's a ghost in there. You try to enter, and oops, you can't do that yet. You need to buy your proton pack and ghost traps. The Ghostbusters don't have their own equipment, so they have to go buy it from a store. So this is it. This is the ghost busting store. When and where would there ever exist a store that sells equipment for catching ghosts? And if the Ghostbusters aren't inventing their own gadgets, then who the hell is? Anyway, buy your shit, then get out. Now we can see that weird white box shows you what equipment you have. And you can hold 4 items at a time. Go find a blinking red building and then go in. Now you're in the Ecto-1, driving down the road, and why you still have to drive to the building is beyond me. On the map screen, it looks like you're right there, and when you move all around, you don't have to drive. Only when you're already at the building do you need to drive there. Well, every other car in the city is out to hit you. They move back and forth, nobody stays in their lane, so it seems like the city actually has a bigger problem with drunk drivers than it does with ghosts. Oh, and guess what? When the cars hit you, who has to pay for the damage? You do. That's right. Every car that hits you takes a few $100s away. It's bullshit. So you get to the building to capture the ghosts, drop the trap, catch the ghost with your beam, bring him to the trap, open the trap, and time it so the ghosts get dragged in by that white thing that goes up and down. So keep going around, finding buildings to go in, avoid drunken drivers, and catch more ghosts. When you catch ghosts, you get money, and you're gonna need it to buy other stupid shit later. Now there's a time limit, so when you're catching these ghosts, your goal is to catch as many of them as you can. Most of the time, you'll probably be able to get all 4 of them, but sometimes they go somewhere you can't reach without buying a longer beam. But good luck catching enough of them so you can afford a longer beam. Sometimes they go too low, and you can't reach them there either. Now, whatever you do, don't cross the streams. This is an important safety tip thanks to Egon from the movie. It would cause a total protonic reversal. Try to imagine all life as you know, stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light. Now that's epic. Now every time you catch a ghost, you can't reuse the same trap. So if you try to enter a building, you might get a message that says you need an empty ghost trap. So you need to go to the Ghostbuster headquarters to empty the traps. When you get there, you may be baffled to see that the size of the car is the same size of the building. So as you're constantly running around, emptying your traps, you'll keep running out of gas. That's right, you can run out of gas in the game. How do you get gas? You need to go to the gas station. What happens if you run out of gas? 2 little fuckballs get out to push the car. Do you really have to go to the gas station at all? No, you can also slam in the gas tanks on the highway. So fuck the gas station. I wish it was that easy in real life. Need gas? Just run over the gas containers. So, because needing to get gas, needing to empty your ghost traps, and needing to buy stupid shit are all such a big part of the game, it would be wise from the beginning to buy a super trap as one of your first items. This trap you don't need to empty, so the regular trap is just a piece of crap. Another thing you might want to buy is the ghost vacuum. It's a vacuum that goes on the top of your car to suck ghosts in, which is a good idea to get a little extra money so you can hopefully make up for some of the damage that the drunk drivers cause. A ghost vacuum. Does there exist any store that sells a ghost vacuum? Let's find out. Hi, do you sell vacuums? Yeah. I'm looking for a special kind of vacuum. It's like shaped like a funnel, sort of.
What kind of vacuum?
It's like shaped like a funnel, like you put it on the roof of your car.
You want a vacuum to clean your car?
No, you put it on the top of your car, like while you're driving.
You want a vacuum to clean?
No, you know, these vacuums are for catching ghosts. Well, apparently these vacuums don't exist in real life, so if you want to suck up ghosts on the roof of your car, you're going to have to do it in this game. Really hate these driving stages. Naturally, you want to speed up to get them over with, but when you speed up, your car goes to the top of the screen and you can't see what's coming at you. Whether it be ghosts you're trying to catch, gas barrels, or drunk drivers. Fuck! Assholes! So you might be wondering, is this all you do in the game? Just go from building to building, catching ghosts and dodging cars? Well, yes, this is all you do. I am dead fucking serious. The main idea is to go into the Zool building, but you can't do that until the game says you can. How it decides that, I don't have a fucking clue. Maybe it has something to do with how many ghosts you catch or when the PKE energy gets to a certain number, which would probably mean just letting the ghosts go in. So, I don't know. For whatever reason, you're not allowed to go into the Zool building right away. Maybe there's like an invisible barrier that takes like a fucking hour to go away. Also, why is it called the Zool building? If it's meant to be named after the main villain in the movie, it should be Gozer. Gozer had 2 minions, the Keymaster, also known as Vince Clortho, and the Gatekeeper, also known as Zool. So, why is the building in the game named after Zool? Who knows? So anyway, it takes forever to be allowed entry into this building, so in the meantime, you just keep catching ghosts. After doing this for so long, you start to wonder, who pays you to catch the ghosts anyway? And why are the ghosts so generic, innocent, and cute looking? They don't do anything to you, so why are you busting them? Because busting makes you feel good? Well, don't the ghosts have a right to death? Obviously I'm thinking too deep about it, but that's what happens. That's what happens when you play such a boring ass shitty game. Your mind gets delirious. I mean, right now I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. So finally you get a message that says enter Zool building, but it's at the very bottom of the screen, so you need to be paying attention. Seriously, half the time I don't really notice it because I'm not looking down there. A little sound cue would have helped. you fuckers. Now you go into the building, and it's a breath of fresh air to see something different, but unlike the rest of the ghosts in the game, these ones harm you. In order to move through the stage, you have to keep tapping the A button as fast as you can. Why couldn't you just use the control pad? Now you move so slow, the ghosts are impossible to dodge, and constantly going up the stairs doesn't help either, since you're basically defenseless. You can't get away when you're on the stairs. Now when the ghosts touch you a few times, you fall, and when you fall 3 times, you're dead. Then the game's over, and if you want to try again, you gotta start all over from the beginning. Now, let me ask this. Why can't the Ghostbusters use their proton beams here? Well, let me answer my own question. That would mean making the game resemble a decent side-scroller shooter, and the problem there is that the game would actually be kinda good, and apparently that wasn't what they were going for. So, playing through the game a second time, just for another shot at that damn stairway, it would be wise to invest in some items to help you out. There's an anti-ghost suit that supposedly gives you maybe 2 extra hits from the ghosts. Then there's the ghost bait. What kind of food will ghosts eat? Then there's the sound generator, which I think slows the ghosts down, but forget about it, it's too fucking expensive. So anyway, now you know why a lot of these items are so important. You need every bit of help you can get. But you'll never have enough money to buy everything in this game, especially when you keep getting hit by the drunks and fuck, I'm out of gas. It really sucks that you need to keep refueling your car. It sucks even harder that the gas costs money too, more money than it does in real life. So you need to keep catching ghosts for money, you spend the money on the gas that you need to catch more ghosts, and it just keeps on going. It's an endless cycle. Eventually you see the enter Zool building message again, but sometimes you're not fucking ready because there's equipment that you still need to buy in order to get up the stairs. The offer to enter is only good for a short period of time. So by the time you catch enough ghosts, make enough money, and buy the gear you want, it's too late to enter the building. The only way to get that offer again is to go catch more ghosts and wait another hour or however long it takes. The only sure way to be able to go in the first time is to trade your traps, the ghost vacuum, and whatever other equipment you don't need for the stairway stage. You can only hold 4 items at a time anyway, so you absolutely need to trade something in. But by the time you get the message, drive to the store, trade your shit in, buy the stuff you need, and come back to the Zool building, you're too fucking late. So what do you gotta do now? Catch more fucking ghosts. So go back to the fucking store again, trade your regular stuff back, and fuck! I hate this fucking game. What were they thinking? Well, let's try to get through this stairway and hopefully see the end of the game. I think one of the problems is that my thumb gets tired pressing the button. So the hell with this controller. We're going turbo. Alright, drop the damn food. Get the fucking food. Get out of my way. Out of my way, you bitches. The ghost bait doesn't do shit. Even if you outrun the ghosts, they never leave the screen. Once you start climbing the stairs, they scroll up with you, and as soon as the ghost bait's off screen, the ghosts start chasing you again. So what's the point of dropping the ghost bait if you're not allowed to go up the stairs to get away? What am I just gonna do? Just drop the bait and stand there? Why would I do that? Oh my god, now they're right in the way. How am I gonna get up there? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, I think I can just barely do it. There we go. Oh boy, right in between 2 of them. How you like that? Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh please, Game Genie, grant me 3 wishes. That's right, we're gonna cheat. But there's only one cheat I care about. Immunity to ghosts on the stairway. Well, at least now I can't get killed by the ghosts. But that still means that it takes all day to get up the fucking stairs. It just keeps going. Even if you did it with the control pad, it would be tedious. But the fact that you're supposed to tap the button the whole time and dodge ghosts? And I've counted, there's 22 floors. Do you think that's enough? I mean, what the fuck were they fucking thinking? This is the worst game I ever played in my life. It's worse than Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Well, maybe not that bad. And then they run? They move like slugs the whole fucking time, but as soon as they get to the top, they run like they got propellers in their asses. Well, here's the last screen of the game, and it looks like shit. The whole layout is designed like a grid with a flat gray floor. There's no background, it's just black. The little ghosts with their tongues sticking out look like kindergarten Halloween decorations, and neither Gozer or the dogs move. Hey, I can even name the dogs. That's Vince Clortho and Zool. Zool apparently bought the building that they're standing on. Now, you know what's really shocking about this part? You're moving around, dodging projectiles, and shooting at things. Kind of like a game. Surprising, right? I mean, this is the closest moment that this piece of shit ever comes to possibly being decent. But you know what's really annoying? Every time you go anywhere near the bottom of the screen, this happens. Say hello to Mr. Stay Puft climbing the building. I don't know what the point is, but every time when you accidentally go down there, Stay Puft's higher up the building. I can guess that when he reaches the top, that can't be good. So let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you're gonna get it. Come on, here we go. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Alright, come on, take it, you fucking bitch. This chick is toast! What the fuck? What? What?
Is that Len?
Hey man, I thought we were meeting at 3.
What are you doing?
I need to go vote.
That's kind of weird.
Ghostbusters on Nintendo sucks ass. But if you've seen my review of it, you already know that. So why am I reviewing it again? Because it's such an inhumane pile of shit, this game that should, since it's really short, it's not even